Hey everyone, I'm Claudio and welcome back to another video on this channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about how emotions affect our daily productivity, but mainly I'll discuss about how important it is to do what you truly love in this life, and then I'll discuss about how can you handle the most stressful situations at work. So let's get started. Every human being is unique, and when we choose what we want to do, sometimes we choose jobs that doesn't represent us entirely. And why is that? Well, one reason is that this could be because our parents wanted us to do something and we might know this and acted consciously or did it even unconsciously. By doing something that doesn't represent you, you won't have the same work satisfaction, your results won't be the same, and also your potential is limited. For example, let's say that your father always wanted you to be a physician and you're greatly motivated and influenced, but what you always wanted might have been, let's say, a dancer. What happens in this kind of scenarios is that you might earn a really good salary and you're happy with it, but most probably you're not going to feel the excitement, the joy about what you do. But the good news here is that a lot of people in the same situation changed this and they decided to do what they truly love at their 20s, 30s, or even later at 50s or 60s. It's really hard to make big changes in your life, but with small steps every day, your dream may become true. I must admit that one of my greatest fears was to speak in front of a camera or to an open public. Even though I wanted it deep down, I wasn't doing this out of my fears, but it feels really satisfying after you do it. In order to start working on this journey of doing what you truly like, you need to dedicate time, and that is preferably daily. And for example, if your dream is to become a project manager, you need to read materials about it, have a plan about it. And I know it sounds huge, but breaking this down into smaller tasks, well, it won't sound that hard. If you don't know exactly how to split a task into smaller ones, I made a video about it which explains how you can do it. How much time you need to dedicate? Well, this depends for each one individually, but the most important is to be constant in your work. If it feels too tiring, well, make sure that you analyze your schedule and see from there what you can cut from your list of activities. Moving on, I'd like to discuss about the top 3 emotional blockers at work. The first one I'd like to talk about is conflict. It is really important to discuss openly about what you feel with the person directly implied in the conflict, because the danger here is that if you have a conflict at work, you'll bring all the tension at home, of course if the conflict is not solved, and it happens the same for the conflicts that you have in your personal life. You won't be able to focus properly at work. A very good formula for solving conflicts is from Daniel Goleman. And this sounds like this: when you did X, I felt I, and I wish you did Z. And for example, when you didn't call me that you'll be late for dinner, I felt disrespected and this made me angry. I wish you have called me to let me know that you'll be late. This is a much better way, instead of saying, "You piece of mother, are you late? You." Don't rush with the answer yes to everything. Don't be in that autopilot mode and answer automatically yes to every request, because you will feel bad afterwards. You will say an yes even though after 2 hours you think that you wanted to say no. And I'll give you a tactic for these situations. In case you feel a big pressure in that moment when you are asked for something, instead of saying yes or no in that moment, what you could do is to postpone the answer. Like, okay, I'll give you an answer tomorrow or in few hours, depending to the situation, of course. Well, if you do it this way, you'll feel that you are more relaxed and you'll be able to say what you truly want. And the last emotional blocker that I'd like to talk about is frustrations. Frustrations could come from salary, from receiving an inappropriate feedback, deadlines, chaoticism, and of course many others. If such situations happen for you, it's really important to discuss openly as soon as possible, because otherwise what happens, you will be affected by this even though you finished your work, and your productivity will have to suffer. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, like and share so others can find about it too. Until the next time, goodbye.